Hi everybody. Excuse me. I'm back for my second part of my trip, thrift store and haul video, whatever you want to call it. This is part 2. If you want to double check, I'll try to put a link right up there to part 1 if you haven't seen it already. Let me make a note. There was just, a lot, so I didn't want to put it in too long of a video, and I'm not going to make this one real long either. This I got, it appears to be a complete kit, doesn't appear to have been opened, and you guys know I make a postcard every day for my mom about a little bit about what we were doing, and I just thought that some of the things in here might work in my postcards. There's some of the things like these little jewels and whatnot that would only be good for a travel journal, or something else that wouldn't work on my postcards. But that's where I got that. This is really interesting stuff. There's 2 different ones. It's actually sort of a tulle or a lace. And then I got it at some thrift store somewhere. But you see, it's got a really cute, this one's got little stars on it. And this one has snowflakes on it. They had a whole bunch of this. I have no idea where it came from. Well, it says it's H&S collection. I'm sure it's some kind of decorative stuff or whatever. I thought it would be fun to cover pages or something with in a journal. Come on. There's an edge somewhere. There it is. So you see that one has little snowflakes on it. That's not going to go back together. We'll find it. This is another new book I ordered. This is called Draw 500 Awesome Animals. And one of the things I'm trying to do more of is more drawing. I honestly thought it had more like instructions than it does. But I think they're simplistic enough that if I work at it, I should be able to draw some of these things. And I thought they were real cute. I thought they would be really cute in the edges of a margin in my journals or something. So it's one of those things. I'm trying to do more sketching. I'm trying to do more drawing. So I thought that might be a good thing. I may start working with this on Sundays a little bit. Just picking an animal to draw out of it and trying to draw, because that little hummingbird is adorable. Or maybe that's a fish. That's a fish. It's facing me. It's a fish that's facing me. So put your glasses on, Tanya. But I really thought it was, the pictures are really cute. The animals are really cute. And I think it's something that I could do. So that's something I want to work with. I got this bag somewhere, and Jeff saw it, and he saw the stencil. The stencil's kind of a thin one, but it does have a pretty bird on it. Okay, bag is stapled together, which I knew it was. A lot of thrift stores do this where you can't get into the package. So you kind of have to take whatever it is for granted. But since the stencil's been folded, I don't know how good it is. But it had a butterfly and it had a cute bird. And I thought that it was probably usable. But I really got this package because it's got a bunch of this in it. These are letter sheets. They're chipboard letters. So you just punch them out and you have a chipboard letter. Get that. I may have to do a little work with those, but let's punch something out that doesn't require a center one. There we go. So there are letters and I guess there's numbers in here too as well. So that will be something that there again, I thought they'd be fun to use on a journal page. I did not realize that there was, these are tags. And those will be cute. Those would make those envelope closure things really cute. Let's see if there's any more. Oh, there are. Oh, great. Oh, this is better than I thought. See? Sometimes you get surprised by what's in the bag. Yay! Oh, there's and this is all chipboard. It's not heavy chipboard, but those would make cute bookmark kind of things in a journal. Okay, and there's more little tag things that could be used. Ooh, awesome. Look at those. Those will be cute. Those would make cute little closures for pockets to hold things in. Ooh, I'm really glad I got this little bag. And there's some more tags. And letters and numbers. Ooh, there's... Oh, I'm really excited. This is way better than just the letters. These will be great. Oh, look at those. Those are cool flowers. Then what is this? Okay, these are foam. It looks like there's little baseball hats and little baseball gloves. And these are some stickers that are letters and numbers. They're just little round stickers. So that was pretty good. I'm happy with that. That's when you go score. Sometimes you don't know when you get a bag. Now I got these. I don't know, some thrift store, some thrift store or garage sale. I don't remember, but they are really cool. The box was open where I could look at them, and the illustrations are really nice. They are Mother Goose fairy tales, but the illustrations are all old from 1916. The game is not from 1916, obviously. Looks like 1986, Macmillan Incorporated, but the images, I believe, are from around 1916. So these are really cool, and I thought they would make beautiful journal cards. Little boy in his sleeping shirt. So I was really excited to get those. They were also a good buy. And we collected stuff all across all the time on our trip. You know, it was, if we saw something fun like a garage sale, we'd stop. But we were out and collecting rocks and going to the national parks and places like that a lot. These were kind of down days when we would do this stuff. Doesn't mean we didn't shop. It just means that we had lots of things we were doing while we were gone. I really liked this one, and I think it will make a wonderful December daily. These are, I think, all three. I picked these all three up to think about December dailies with. because I really want to do that this year. And this is Baby's Christmas, and I thought, you know, that would make a wonderful journal to do for a new parent, where they could do a journal of their baby's first December kind of thing, baby's first Christmas. So that's what I got those for, on my mind. Somewhere in my stuff, there's some more things that I got at the art supply store while I was in Conroe with Jamie, APG Jamie. We stopped there first, and they took us to an absolutely fabulous, Jamie and her husband took us to a wonderful art supply store that was in Houston. And I got a couple of other things, but one of the things I got, and I'm not sure if all of these came from there, if I picked up another one or two things when we were in Tucson, but these are Stabilo all pencils. Not, okay, I realize the red ones are not, okay, these are Stabilo alls. They say paper, glass, and metal, but they're like graphite. So these are water-soluble graphite, I believe, is these two. Then I have a blue one, a brown one, green one, a black one, and another brown one. And those are colors that I didn't have in that particular pencil, and things I wanted, very much wanted. And, you know, we can't buy those things locally here, so it was really nice to be able to just pick them up and buy them. I got these things in an art supply store in Tucson, and I needed a new one of these. These are the Signo white Uniballs, and they dry up, so every so often I have to have a new one. It's just, you know, the way life works, you got to have a new one every so often. I picked up these watercolor postcards. I really wanted to do more drawing and sketching and painting while we were out, but we were so busy that by the time I got home in the evening, I wanted to just go to bed. I was so tired. We were very, very busy this whole time and there wasn't a lot of sitting around and resting. We shopped, don't get me wrong, we shopped, but and those days were restful, but they also weren't the days where I was back at the coach where I could do that kind of thing. But I didn't have any metallic watercolors, and they had these. They were kind of pricey, not horrible, but they had copper, gold, and silver, and I started not to buy the silver one, but I thought, you know, I probably will be upset with myself if I don't go ahead and get it. They are just the one color per pack, and they're from Sargent Art, which is not a real super expensive brand. And I have other paint by them, and I seem to like it, and nobody in the art supply stores could tell me if they had used them, so I got them to try, and maybe I'll get around to it one of these days. We're going to have to, well, there's a lot of playing I want to do, but who knows if I'll have time. Then I had been looking for something at Hobby Lobby I was looking for, and so I went to a couple of Hobby Lobbies, and of course, you know, when we first left, they were on, they were doing their clearancing, and so I got a couple of things. This is an embossing powder that's 2 colors of brown, and it's called Sand, and I think I got 2 of those. I just thought it was really pretty, and I thought it would really do a really interesting thing, so I got a couple of those. And then this one was a silver embossing powder, and I wasn't sure I had silver, so I got it. Don't know why. This looks really like a lot of fun. It's just a script stamp. No real words. But there again, it was clearanced, so picked it up. And then I have a hole in my, I actually have room in one of my tins. Uh-oh. Only had room for one. And they had two. These are colors I didn't have. And I love this green one. Lisa has this set, the vermilion, the monarch orange, the library green, and the cobalt. And one of the reasons I got these two sets was the reds. I don't have a really great red. I have beautiful dark reds, plum kind of colors, but not red. So since they were clearanced, I went ahead and got them. You know, I don't buy much at Hobby Lobby that's not clearanced. And then this stuff, this came from another Hobby Lobby actually, was in their clearance section. This is quilling, and I've wanted to try doing it. And I think that the flowers would be really fun to put on tags and things like that for journals. They're not real thick. There's not a ton of paper in this package. It's got quite a bit, but the paper in it is pretty thin. I think it would be all right to use it on a tag or a journal card. And these are snowflakes. And since I was thinking about doing December daily, I thought the snowflake, and it's got white paper in it. So since they were clearanced, and since it's something I've been wanting to try and play with a little bit, I went ahead and got it. And then wasn't sure about this thing. It's for making longer wraps and stuff, and leaves, it says. And since flowers and leaves are what I really want to do, I thought, well, you know, for $2.49 I can afford it. So I went ahead and got those things. Hopefully I'm going to do some videos with that and maybe play with it some. Now, I was really disappointed in these. They were sealed, and so I didn't, you know, you can't open them. Got these at a thrift store somewhere, or a garage sale, who knows. But I thought they had this design on them. And then I get them out, and they have it on the ace, but they have just plain backs. So it's not a big deal, you know. Playing cards are one of those things I like to collect anyways, but I wouldn't have been happier had they had that design on the front of them. And these just yelled at me to make them into a book. Don't they look like they belong in a journal, in a book? They're just 5x8 index card dividers. But I think they would be a fun, stuck in a book somewhere. I think they would be fun. So I picked those up. I probably have something like this, but I'm thinking that they were the 4x6 ones, not these bigger ones. So got that. Okay. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Let's see if I got, no. No, that's two. There are 3 different patterns. There we go. Of these. And so I got these for my jelly plate. They just screamed jelly plate at me. I don't know if they're going to work or not. I will have to try them on the jelly plate, see what happens. I'm pretty sure they'll work. They are kids floor mat, where you put them together like that. I don't know how well they'd go together, but they have 3 different textures, and I thought they'd be a lot of fun on the jelly plate. So I got those. Okay, this is probably the piece de resistance of things I got. I was so excited when I found these. I got these at the thrift store. They are silk saris. At least I'm pretty sure they're silk. They have a border print. See, here's the border. There's no way I can really show them all, the whole thing to you, because they're large. But one end is, and that's why I'm pretty sure they're saris. One end is got more decoration than the other end. The other end is more plain, and that's how that they would be. And what I want to do with this is I think I'm going to turn it into silk ribbon. Let's see if I can. This one, yeah, no. This one is less fancy, but both ends are different, is what I'm trying to say, and they're very large pieces of silk. So, but then this one is just gorgeous, and I don't know if the camera will pick this up, but there are metallic threads all through that. Can you see? Okay, this is where can you see all the sparkles? Now this one I do not intend to turn into ribbon. This one I'll be using pieces of. These are all, they all have a sequin stitch to it, metallic thread. Now the other two are very plain. They do not have all this metallic glitz on them, but they're just as pretty. Okay, let's see here. Oh. I bought this because I just fell in love with the illustrations. I do not know yet if I'm going to use this in my art or if I'm going to keep this as a reference manual. I need to read it more. I need to see how, because sometimes a reference manual for me needs to be a photograph. Sometimes the illustration, while I love illustrations, when I'm trying to actually determine what a plant is, sometimes it is better to have photographs for me. It also depends. I haven't had a chance to read descriptions on in here to see if I can understand it. Sometimes plant books very simply put are over my head. The way the things are written up in a way I can't remember them, or they just don't make exact sense to me. But wildflowers, wild plants are something I really enjoy trying to figure out what they are, and we see a lot on our trips, and I picked this one up because besides being in love with the illustrations, I thought it might make a good reference book. These, okay, where were we? Tupelo, Mississippi. We went, while we had to be in Red Bay, Alabama, we went to Tupelo. And in Tupelo, they have a Goodwill store that all they have in there is books. It is like a bookstore, but it's a Goodwill store. So the books are not super inexpensive, but they are pretty reasonable. And I was getting ready. I had picked up a couple of books, probably this one, and I think there was another book or two that I picked up while I was there. So they may be different place in the box that I'm digging out of. But as I went to, I had already checked out when I looked down in the cabinet and they had these, and they just called my name. The fact that they're tied together with strings. This is a shoelace. Can you see that that's a shoelace right there? It's the little metal thing that's normally on a shoelace. And this one is 1912, not 2012, 1911. These are Farmer's Almanacs, and they were just so beautiful that they just said, Tanya, you have to take me home and use me in your art. Now, I'm pretty sure that these two at least could be copied. I don't know that I'll do that or whether or not I'll use them. But that one is 11, one is 1912, this one's 1926, 1920, 1916, and 1917. Now this one's missing its cover, but I just loved how they were tied together with a string and, you know, put it in there. I just thought they were gorgeous, and they just yelled at me and said, take me home with you, take me home with you. And when we're on a trip, Jeffrey never says no to my craziness. He just lets me go ahead and get what I want. But they weren't bad. They were only $6 for the set, which I think so they were $1 a book. Wasn't too bad. Okay. And the last thing I really need is more fabric, but this fabric just kind of jumped in my cart. I don't know exactly why, but it did. We were in Tupelo, and I love the back side as much as I love the front side, and I just think that it should be frayed out at the edges and turned into a couple of journal covers. And I think that would be really cool with my painty papers, my jelly plate papers inside of it. This one is more, I don't know, Victorian kind of look. But then there was this, and it does go and it doesn't go. So I haven't decided if it will get used on there or not. The maroon color is pretty close. The green is close. But it decided it needed to come home with me too. So I don't need fabric. I don't need trim, but I had to have it. This is another new book. These are mandalas, but you cut them. Come on, part. This is patterned paper. And there are actual patterns in here as well as decorative paper that you get out and use. I looked at the book. I haven't taken anything apart because I haven't had time to do anything like that. But it's kirigami. So it's like origami because you fold the paper and then you cut it, and it's kind of interesting. So it's a folded and cutting paper technique. And it just looked real interesting. I thought it would be a lot of fun to take a look at that. Maybe play with it a little. Come on. Well, I'm not going to try to get it back in there. Crayola Pearlescent Cream Sticks. I've seen these in a couple of places. and I like watercolor crayon things, and she just called my name. And of course the box is so pretty. You know, it looks like that. Looks like dragon skin to me. So they came home with me. I apparently have no control, no ability to, oh, this was mine in the first place. No ability to, say no to something coming home with me. Those are magazines. Okay. This book was in the, one of the campgrounds we stayed in. It had a exchange library, so if you leave a book, you pick up a book, and I had a whole bunch of books I had been reading and things that I left, and some quote magazines of my mom's and things like that. And this was just, the illustrations in it were just too pretty. Come on, another illustration. Come on, come on. Plus, I love the large type. So basically, that was a freebie because I left books. This was, one of the thrift stores, and I think it will be really pretty to cut pieces of this out and let them fray and use them on clusters. So I thought it's got some damage to it and stuff, but I thought it was really interesting, and I thought it would make a really interesting little piece that was kind of cut up. I have a big old pile here on the floor. I'm pretty sure Lisa has this book, and I got it probably for cutting up. I seriously don't think that I will keep it, but it has beautiful illustrations in it. Better than some of the bird books that I have. But it also has these trees. And I don't know, it may end up being a reference book on my shelf, because there again, it's a really nice reference book. And to find one at the thrift store it made me happy, because I've been seeing Lisa's and thinking, well, do I want it to cut up, or do I want it to keep it? But because we're always finding something. Jeff found mock Indian strawberries in our backyard the other day. They don't have very much flavor as a strawberry, but they have a medicinal value. We didn't know they were back there. So, and this has, growing areas, that kind of thing. But I really like it, and I'm really pleased to have it. Whether or not I decide to cut it up or use it as a reference book, I don't know yet. And I don't know if I got this before I left and showed it to y'all. I've gotten a couple of these books and I really like them. But I took a couple with me to work with and then never got a chance to. So this might be one I've shown you. This is called the Artful Lettering Set, and it has basically it's a drawing pad. It's just a sketch pad, pad of sketch paper. Blah 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 blah. It's very nice sketch paper. And then a book about lettering. Okay, I'm not even going to try to put that back in there. They're always a little hard to put back. And I want to do more of this on my pages. More like freestyle lettering. Recently, we did a video hop with Mary. I did a video hop with Mary and did my own alphabet. And I just love this one. there's words in each of this. This A is for art, B is for believe, C is for create, D is for dream, explore, fancy. Okay, well, each letter has, let me see if I can bring it in. Each letter has a word in it. See, dream. So the word is written and then it's colored in, which I really think is really cool. But all of these different kinds of alphabets, and it made me think of the video I did for Mary, and I really love this. Kind of like on the order of a postage stamp with a letter in it, and I thought it was I thought it'd be a lot of fun to work with. Let's take you back out. So I'm not sure, but when I got that before I left, I really cannot tell you for sure. Can't remember. This was another freebie from another book swap at the campgrounds. Most of the campgrounds have little free libraries where you can swap out books, and I thought, you know, it looked like fun, and it was a nice Christmas story. And Jeff needs Christmas stories to read sometimes when he does his little Santa gig. So this one might be a good one for him to read. Oh my gosh, I think we've finished. I do believe I've shown you most everything. I'm sure that I'm going to find some more stuff that I haven't shown you, and we'll need to, sorry for the shiny stuff. There we go. I'm sure there's more stuff because we got at the art supply store in Tucson, we got this beautiful poster of cactus. We've collected rocks and bottles and things, different places on our trip. So I know there's more to show you, but for now, this is the basics of my journaling, shopping, thrift store, garage sale haul. And I hope you've enjoyed it. This video is getting kind of long, so I'm kind of glad I'm out of stuffs. I'm sure you're going to be seeing some of this stuff. One of my goals now that I'm home is to not buy a lot of stuff I'm not using. So I have a lot of stuff to use. And so I need to be busy when I'm not out in the yard, working in here and using the things and creating with the things that I have gotten. I'm excited to do that. I'm excited to be home. For the time being, we'll be going off again, just so everybody knows. Haven't a clue when or where, but we you know, have RV, must travel. So anyways, guys, I love you all. I'm so glad you're here. Please go have fun, make some art. Bye bye.